selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
Welcome to the IPA Champions Cup, live on Sporty Stuff TV.
Welcome to the 2022 Sporty Stuff TV Champions Cup. We're here in Church Fenton, just on the outskirts of Leeds, where one of these four fantastic players will make their way through to the grand final here on March the 20th, with the chance to win the first prize of £10,000, the fabulous glass trophy, and be crowned the 2022 champion. Well, we hope you enjoyed the action last night, which was absolutely dramatic, where Davy took the final qualifying spot. We'll see him in our first match, and introducing the star of the betting office, the star of Pickers Picks, our very own Mark Pickworth. Mark, dramatic night last night where Dan qualified. Can we expect more of the same today?
Oh, absolutely. Anything can happen on this Blue Bays, and it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. But last night, it was incredible action. And Davy, at one point, was out of the competition until that white trickled into that middle bag that I'm pointing at there. And then the clearance that he got in that final frame was absolutely tremendous. And he deserves his place in today's Event 1 final.
And we'll be seeing Dan up against the tournament favourite Liam Dunster, who has just made his way serenely through this competition to tonight's final. Can anyone stop him?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, he's already had a draw in this competition against Corey Rees, so he's going to have to play Corey Rees again. But Liam Dunster is unbeaten. He's got a tremendous record, a 72% win ratio in 2020, which is incredible. And it's the best percentage that I've seen out of the professionals in this Event 1 sort of part of the event so far. But what can these other players do? They're going to have to bring their A game. We haven't seen the best of Liam yet. He's sort of crept up, like you've said, to this sort of stage at the moment. Is he saving it all for tonight? We'll have to wait and see.
One of the things that you and Gary have been talking about in the betting office is all these new stats, all this information that we've been able to give those people at home who want to play along and have a bet, and that's been great for that side of things. Yeah,
it has. I mean, we've collated this information over a series of years, and then we've had to get it all down just to make sure that they're getting all the information and the important information of all of these players. And I've got a lot of secrets up my sleeve, and hopefully they'll listen to me. Hopefully they'll have some bets on it, and hopefully they'll get some winners as well.
All right, well, thanks for your time, Mark, and we better let you get back to the betting office and join Gary. We'll join you shortly.
Thank you, Kevin.
So Mark heads to the betting office, and if you joined us earlier on YouTube, you would have seen an impressive Corey Rees run out a 4-1 winner against Tom Barley. So he gets those first 2 points and sits proudly at the top of the table. As we said, we've got the tournament favourite Liam Dunster. He's playing Davy coming up next, and there'll be another 4 matches to follow after that, and no doubt it will go down to the last match. So without further ado, let's get over to the betting office. Gary and Mark.
Yeah, thanks, Kev. And, well, what a night we've got in store this evening, hasn't we? As Kev's already mentioned, we've had one match already this evening, and Corey Rees, a 4-1 winner over Tom Barley, and he played absolutely Mr. Perfecto. He done nothing wrong at all, did he, Corey?
Yeah, he was faultless, and it's put him in really good stead now. Tom Barley, I'm not sure what he needs to do, but I know one thing he needs to do is win his next 2 matches, and that's going to be incredibly tough against Davy and Liam Dunster. He's up against it, Tom Barley, but he's capable of getting and beating both of them players. But can he do it in this studio setting and with also, against them players?
Well, you're usually the pool brains, aren't you, of the 2 of us here. How many points do you think will win this tournament this evening?
I'm not expecting any more than 4. So I think if we could I can't see any player getting to 5 or 6, because I think it's going to be incredibly tight. There's going to be a few draws here tonight. I'll be surprised if any of these players win 3 of these matches, all 3 matches.
Well, you say that, Mark, but one of our betting partners reported they went 6-1 today, Liam Dunster, to win all these 3 matches this evening. And they got absolutely hammered, some real big bets, £500 bets going in. So, there's some people out there who think it's going to be, Liam's going to win 3-0. I've got my doubts, so have you. But this first match, let's look at our players this evening who we've got, the 4 4 players on here. You've got Liam Dunster. Well, tell me more about Liam.
Well, Liam Dunster is the world #1. He's been #1 in that position. It seems like donkey's years, and he just keeps turning up in these finals every time. He's just final after final after final, and he's here again. And we haven't seen the best of Liam yet. Like I said to Kevin, are we going to see the best of him again? And then Corey Rees, who's already won his first match. He's in great stead. He looks really calm. He looks like this format suits him.
Played well.
He has played well. He really has, and he's deserved it. And then Dan Davy, that dramatic ending last night, that treble black. Anybody that's not seen this, look back on YouTube at last night's action. If you've gone to bed early because it's a work night, etc., because it is an incredible ending to an incredible programme. And then Tom Barley, the outsider, not had the best of starts already, but Tom Barley, we know what he's capable of. If he sets off and just plays his normal game, he could like cause a couple of upsets here tonight.
See, get the odds up for this evening. You know, the 4 players as well. These prices naturally they were before the first match, so they've disappeared now. But Liam Dunster, that 5-4 actually disappeared before the match one, although he wasn't even playing in it. All the money's been for Liam today. Some real big bets as well. See some £1,000 bets as well being reported for Liam, which is massive. Corey Rees 2-1. I see Corey as big as 11-4 in places today. But after that first win, you won't get anywhere near like 2-1. I should imagine Corey Rees will be about a 5-4 chance in my eyes. Then you've got Dan Davy. Well, what you said after last night, what he did, it was absolutely unbelievable. 7-2. And Tom Barley was a 13-2 chance before it started. He'd be nearly about a 20-1 chance, Tom Barley, to win after that first defeat. But I really look at Liam Dunster's form as well, what he's done already this year.
Yeah, I mean, he is the #1. I mean, the way that he's come through these group stages, he's only drawn 1 match, and that was his last match against Corey Rees, where it was a 3-3 draw. But he's just blown like players away. Out the 27 frames he's played, he's only dropped 4 frames. It's an incredible record. And just as much as incredible record is his form. You know, a 72% win record in 2021. He's ranked #1. He's only lost 1 and drawn 1 in his last 10 matches, and a 70% win in his career is unbelievable.
That's why he goes into the final here this evening, event 1 final, a very, very short price, even money to win it. Now we've got Corey Rees. Well, we've already seen Corey on YouTube this evening, didn't we?
Yep.
At the 9 o'clock match, and as I said, he played really well in that 4-1 win, didn't he, Mark?
He did, but look at his record there. Look, what he's done in this Champions Cup already. He's got exactly the same record as Liam Dunster.
And he's drew with Liam Dunster.
5 wins, 1 draw. It's a great. Yes, he's dropped more frames than Liam, but he's still got the same amount of points, and it's an incredible record. And Gypsy, his record is again his win-lose is exactly the same as Liam Dunster's. 1 loss, 1 draw out of 10 matches. But look at that win ratio, 2021, 61%, but his career is 68%. Yes, it looks like he's out of form, but I can tell you now about Corey Rees, that boy is not out of form, and he's in a good bit of form at the moment, and for me, he will definitely break into the top 8 on the pro ranks this season. Yeah. If not, I'll eat my words on TV.
Talking about people in form after last night, Dan Davy, you know, no one I want to play against him, how he played last night, and he's been in form. Although you said early on this year he wasn't in that top form, was he, Dan? Look at Dan's form, and I think he's got a big chance tonight, Dan, at 7-2.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at that 2000 win percentage, 47%, and that win-lose record is only won 5 of his last 10 matches. 52% in his career, but remember, he's already lost in this Champions Cup to Tom Barley, who absolutely just threw him off the table, didn't do anything wrong, nor did Dan Davy. But how Dan Davy got through last night was incredible. And he shows a lot of bottle.
He shouldn't be called Double D, he should be called Treble D after last night.
Absolutely,
after that winning shot. And Tom Barley.
And Tom Barley, we know about the banger. And I mean, that record there, he's got 2 draws, 1 loss. And that loss against Andy Crosdale, you know, I thought he was going to blow it after beating Dan Davy in that first match 4-0 in last night's action was unbelievable. And then I just thought he was going to throw it away. But for somewhere, he just got an extra gear against Jamie Clark and he got through and he won the group last night. It was tremendous. But the banger, ranking 29, that win-lose record there, only 4 wins out of 10. 62% win ratio, though, in 2021 and 66% in the career. It's not bad odds. It's not bad sort of percentages.
Well, last night we had a late night, didn't we, with the drama. I think the drama's going to start in in about 3 or 4 minutes' time, because I think our first match on Sporty Stuff this evening, Liam Dunster against Dan Daly, I just think this could be absolute. That's not the first match, by the way. We've got Liam Dunster coming up against Dan Daly, haven't we? And I think that one could be even money, Liam Dunster and Dan Daly at 5-2. You know, where would your money be, Mark?
Well, I mean, just look at the previous matches there. They're one apiece. Dunster's 175, and then Dan Davy is 172. There's not a lot in this. There really isn't. But one statistic I can give you about is this whole of this competition now is about the break. Dan Davy's break in this competition is second to none. He has had 10 break and clearances in 13 frames. It's tremendous, and an 81% pot success off his break. That is incredible. When you compare it to Liam Dunster, who's at 62% pot success off his break, and he's only had 3 break and clearances. Now, the difference between Liam Dunster and Dan Davy with the break-in, so Dunster is coming from the second ball down, and for me, I think he needs to up his game a little bit, have a bit of a gamble, because these are short races. You can't afford to play steady. You've got to gamble. And Dan Davy, he's going head on ball and he's taking his chances. He's used to that table now, and the way he's breaking, he could win this event 1 here tonight and knock out the number 1.
So how you're talking, you think the bookies, you think our betting partners on Sporty Stuff TV have got it wrong?
Yeah, I do. You bookies, I just think they should be a bit more closer together. To have like Dan Davy 7-2 to win tonight in a 4-horse race. And they're just making out it's a 1-horse race. It's not a 1-horse race. These players will prove it tonight on that table.
So at the end of the evening, when Liam wins when he wins 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, I'm going to have you eating your words, Mr. Pickworth. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come back in 3 minutes with to me, the match of the night. I know it's only the first match on Sporty Stuff. We'll see you in 3 minutes.
Champions Cup Event 1, Stage 3 match, best of 6 frames. First frame, Liam Dunster to break. Time running.
Our referee, Brian Moss, gets the second match underway. The first one here on Sporty Stuff TV. And the pre-tournament favourite, the favourite to get through to the grand final, the pro number 1, Liam Dunster, to get things underway. And, well, he's got a ball from the break. He has struggled with the break. I know you've alluded to it, and delighted to be joined in the comms box, who's hot-footed it from the betting office, Mark Pickworth. Mark, one of the big differences between these two players in this event has been the break.
Extension, please.
Yeah, we've got statistics, and I've just shared them with the whole world. And Liam Dunster, I mean, again, he's broke with that second ball down, but he doesn't get enough on it for me. And I just think he needs to sort of start playing a bit more positive. These short races, I know it doesn't suit his game. He'd rather have a long race. And there's probably no better player in the world than Liam Dunster currently.
10 seconds.
It just shows how good he is when his break percentage is as poor as it is. But hand on table, he is up there with the very best. But I think it's true to say as well, throughout the tournament, I think some of his opponents have played the player and not the balls. And, they've had chances and, good chances and not been able to capitalise on what they've got.
No, definitely not. And in that stage 1, where he won all 12 frames, which we'll probably never see again, he should have at least lost probably 2 or 3 of them frames. Yes, it's not a lot. It would never have lost him any points, but he's won all them matches convincingly, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. And, and again, just like you said, Kevin, I just think that them players are just playing Liam Dunster.
And you'd think that someone like Dan Davy, who's, a lot more experienced, he should be able to play the balls and put that out of his mind, who he is up against.
10 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw Dan Davies, his back was right up against that wall last night. He couldn't have been any further back, but he produced the goods at the right time. And he could do the same here tonight.
Nice long pot there from Liam, cued it really nice. And these 2 yellows are a plant into this bottom right corner. The black does go in the top right corner. So these are the sort of chances that He has been taken out tournament after tournament. But that is an absolute disaster for him. The way that's turned out. He's misjudged that one.
Yeah, he has. And I think the only shot he's got on here is trying to clip that off that yellow into the pocket. I mean, I don't see any other pot he's got on here. And that is a poor positional shot at this early stage. He's coming off the cushion.
Seconds.
Well, it's a great shot. Has he got a shot on the yellow? I think, looking at the body language, he has. This guy just does not know when he's beaten. Fantastic recovery shot. He needs to pull out a big pot and get good position on the black. Oh, that is absolutely superb. That is why Liam Dunster is the #1 player in the world right now, because he can pull out shots like that.
Wow, and just when you thought Dan Davy was going to come to the table, he's got this black to have a fantastic clearance and to lead this match 1-0. And there you see it, easily put into that top right-hand corner, and a 1-0 lead it is. Great start from Liam Dunster.
Absolutely, Mark. What a clearance there from Liam. Just sending the message out to Dan. If you thought my break wasn't up to it, think again.
Yeah, that's it. And, I know he's been sort of trotting in and out of the betting office. He's seen my figures and all of that, so he's been sort of having a look at them, and I think he's sort of beat himself up about them, especially when you look at Dan Davies. Can Dan Davy now respond? I mean, the figures say it's inevitable.
Frame 2. Dan Davy to break, trailing 1 frame to 0. Time running.
So, as you said, Dan Davy, who has, out of his 16 breaks, he has potted on 13 times. And out of those 13s, he has cleared up 10 times. He has been on fire with the break. And it doesn't look like it's any different today.
No, not at all. And I just like the way that he goes at it, straight on that head ball. And that's how you should break. Got a lot of power behind it. And they're not opened up too bad. He's just got to make sure his white ball is pretty much on a bit of string. But he looks very calm out there. And he's got to feel good about himself, especially after getting through last night's dramatic action.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big ask for him to play at that level again. You know, after all the emotions of last night, you know, to come back and do it again. You know, if he can, that would be arguably one of his greatest achievements, because that must have taken a lot out of him last night.
Yeah, I bet, and you know, no doubt he's had to reply to thousands of messages, you know, congratulating him and saying it was the best shot in the world and all of that, and all the video clips of him with that dramatic treble, as Gary said. It was, I mean, we had our mouths open with what was going on that table. It was magical. Well, it looks like has he just overrun that a little bit. It looks like he's going to have to cannon into a red here. This could go wrong. I think he'd love to have been another inch or two just further up the table.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think he might be forced to take the one into the bottom right corner first.
I didn't think he could see it. That's why I thought he was going to have to take the one in the middle. But he can.
Little trace of left-hand side. Played to perfection. And his break and dish run is looking like it is going to continue.
Well, a pretty simple black into the left centre. And what a start this has been by both of these players. 2 break and clearances.
Frame.
No mistake with the black. And anything you can do, I can do as well. 1 frame all, 2 breaking dishes. Fantastic start.
It is, it really is. This is exactly what we was expecting from these 2 players. You know, everyone thinks that this should be the sort of conclusion to this Event 1 final, but I think every match is going to have massive potential. And, this is one of the ones I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I think if you look at the match listings, the sort of 2 matches that probably stand out for me. I think this is one, Liam and Dan, and then Corey and Liam, which is match 4, and particularly after Corey's start in match 1.
Yeah, well, they're all coming up. There's going to be some classics, let me tell you. What can Liam Dunster do now? What's going through Liam Dunster's mind?
I don't think anyone knows that.
Frame 3.
Knows that one.
Liam Dunster at the break.
But
Scores tied at
one
1
thing's for
frame
certain, he'll be
Time running.
giving it 100% concentration, 100% focus. Well, he's potted from the break again, so he's certainly getting his stats moving in the right direction. And I think he can, yeah, he can see the red. The reds are all nice and in the open, just the black to negotiate. So
10 seconds.
good early chance for the man from Scotland. Can he make it the 3rd break and clearance on the trot?
Yeah, and these reds, they've all got pockets. As you said, Kevin, that black ball. But he's going to have options here. He can leave himself an angle. It's just whether if he does drop this into the left centre, he's going to have options, and then take that one in the top left maybe and try and get the black out.
10 seconds.
I think he's going to have to do it early rather than later. You don't want to be taking any balls out or too many of the reds out.
Yeah, he might not even be bothered about moving it. It goes in the left corner. I think he's got balls in the top end of the table that he can use to play position. He's only going to try and move that if he's a cast iron certain to leave himself a pot afterwards. So if he's going to attack it, it'll be this next shot. No. No, I think he's got it in his mind. He's going to play position on the black into the left corner.
Yeah, so both of these reds in this bottom half of the table, taking them 2 out first. And it's all about making sure he leaves the right angle. I mean, the last 2 balls he's left here, it just looks like he can't go wrong. Because either of them, last 2 reds, after he's potted this one in this bottom right-hand corner, either of them will give him a chance of getting on that black ball.
10 seconds.
So he wants to leave the white, I would think, almost just level on a line with the red that's just in the top end of the table, just so he can drop it into the right hand centre bag.
10 seconds.
And send that white to the right hand cushion, almost where the baulk line is. And that looks just about millimetre perfect. Absolute precision here from the world number 1.
Yeah, that is on a bit of string. He couldn't have placed that any better with his hand. And this has been an incredible start to this match. This is like tennis. They're just going with the serve.
Frame.
No mistake. Excellent clearance there from Liam. That is the third one on the trot in this match. Yeah, both just sending messages to each other. They both know the importance of this game, and it's like we said in the first match, what neither player wants to do is to lose that first match. Unfortunately, Tom Barley has. Now he is up against it for the rest of this competition tonight. And Dan Davy reply, his last 7 breaks, he has had 6 clearances in this tournament. It looks like he's going to need to play at that level to keep up with Liam.
Here he is.
Frame 4. Dan Davy to break.
Oh,
Trailing
he looks
2
quite
frames
calm
to 1.
about it.
Time running.
He gets some power on these. Can he continue this power? Well, he's finally missed a ball off the break. A little bit of a loose white there. Didn't connect to him as well as he has done. But it looks a very untidy table.
Yeah, that was definitely his worst break
Extension,
of this
please.
tournament. You saw the white skew off to the side near the centre pocket. He's been bringing the white back onto that bottom cushion on pretty much every break. And now he's just got to sit and watch and hope that he gets another chance in this frame, because 3-1 down against the pro number 1, the best player in the world right now, is going to be a tall ask.
10 seconds.
Wow.
Wow, just when we thought he was robotic, we've just seen a human error, and one we don't see that often. That is a pot that you'd see Liam Dunster probably get 100 times out of 100. And he's let Dan Davy back in.
Yep, he's got the same problem, but he's got a nice opening red where he can
10
just
seconds.
disturb that little cluster in the top right-hand corner. Doesn't want that yellow to sit in front of the black, and it hasn't. And that's a great opening shot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there is still problems for him. I think that passes into the left centre. Just past that yellow. Probably ain't got all the pocket, but should be okay.
10
He
seconds.
needs to leave an angle, and probably that one that's over that pocket on the bottom right hand corner. That's the ball to get that over red out.
Now, there's a couple of ways he could play this. He could put this one into the right corner and take the white into the red and yellow. High risk, not guaranteed to be on a red. Or he could try to put the one into the right centre and disturb it. But he'd have to put this
10
one into the
seconds.
bottom left-hand corner first. Could play the double.
Extension, please.
Just calling his extension just to clear his thought process. Make sure he's clear in his own mind how he wants to attack this. Well, he's going for the high-risk route.
Yeah, I just wonder why he's sort of elected this way. Does he think that he can sort of break him open and give himself a shot on that in the top right if it goes wrong?
Well, he's got a shot, but this is tricky. And that was always the problem. Can he nip that one into the middle? It's difficult to tell. It looks very, very tight.
Yeah, I think he can, but I think he's got to go for the one in the top left first.
10 seconds.
He really has, because if he puts that one in the middle, what's he going to do next?
He's under shot clock pressure as well. Oh, that is fantastic stuff. These guys are putting on a show for us tonight.
Yeah, they already love that red though, just to stay a little bit closer to that middle pocket. So this is one of them shots that can be a bit jabby. This is where all them years of experience come into it. He's got to play this right.
10 seconds.
Ooh, good job it's not golf. Oh, tremendous shot. He made that look so easy, but trust me, that was a very, very difficult shot.
Yeah, it was. That could have easily gone wrong. He could have jabbed at that, and because he knows if he missed it, he'll be at 3-1 down, and that is not a place that he wanted to be. Not against the world number one, but he's not. He's at level at 2 frames each.
Wow. Wow, I hope you're enjoying this at home as much as we are. This is pool at its finest. We'll just see the shot that Liam missed.
Yeah, that was a crucial part of the frame, and it's probably one we're never ever going to see him miss like that again.
Yeah, it just shows that he's feeling the pressure as well. But Dan still had a lot of work to do in that frame. It wasn't like Liam left an easy table, and that was a top draw finish there from Dan.
Yeah, it was, and what timing just to get back to level at 2 frames each. This format is all about getting things at the right time. And Dan Davy, he seems to be taking these gambles. I think I said to him yesterday, just after the matches, one thing he was doing, he was taking gambles at the right time. One nearly didn't pay off and knocked him out of the tournament, but he got away with it. But he's still going out and risking
Frame
it.
5. Liam Dunster at the break. Scores tied at 2 frames all. Time running.
We're now getting to the last couple of frames in this second match. Which way is it going to go? Liam breaks. It's another great break, but it's not ideal.
No, it's not. It doesn't look like he's got an easy opening pot. I mean, those balls going in there on every angle. I mean, 1 red, three yellows, unbelievable. But all he's got on is a
Extension,
pot
please.
into the top left-hand corner, I think. I don't think that yellow goes in that right-hand centre. Surely doesn't, does it? No. He's having a look.
Yeah, he's lining it up. Be no heroics with the white. He'll just be dropping this one in.
Yeah, and as you can see from that camera angle, it does go. And that is it's in the far side of the pocket, but it's good enough. And look at these yellows.
And after that great opening pot, this now becomes routine. He can take advantage of that fantastic break.
Yeah, he can. And it's pretty much dot to dot, this is. He doesn't need to do a lot with the cue ball on his next shot. He just needs to leave it pretty straight, and it will be a simple pot into the top left-hand corner.
Well, whatever you said about his break, Mark,
10 seconds.
He's certainly done something about it.
Yeah, he certainly has. This is the way to respond. Unless he's been keeping his own stats, and I mean, William is his biggest critic, isn't he? He really does. He really sort of looks back at his games and tries and makes sure he doesn't make the mistakes again. And he's a credit to the game, to be honest.
Yeah, nobody works harder in the game than Liam Dunster. And that's the last yellow, and this easy black for his 3rd break and dish out of 3 for the pro and world number 1. He takes a 3-2 lead, and it's back over to Dan. Can he respond?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you know, Gary Walsh has said in our betting office when we was talking about the bets that have been put on from Liam Dunster to win all 3 matches. Remember, if the draw, all them bets are gone. So Dan Davy, with that great percent record off his break, this is not what them people that have betted on that want.
Yeah, there'll be a few people hiding behind the cushions. Dan looking focused. He knows if he can get a point against Liam, it's a pretty
Final
good
frame.
start for his campaign
Dan
tonight.
Davy to break.
He
Trailing
won't be
3
disappointed
frames
with
to
that.
No, he won't.
Time running.
And Corey Rees will be thinking, you know, if he is watching this now, which I know he will be, he'll be thinking this is probably a draw is what he wants.
It's dry. Just when he needed his break to be reliable, it's let him down 2 frames on the trot. Didn't really generate much movement in those. Didn't really time them as well as he has been with the others. Is that the pressure?
Extension, please.
Yeah, maybe might be. They might be just telling. Things aren't going Dan Davy's way at the moment. But Liam Dunster, one good opening pot here, and this table will be wide open for him. He's just figuring out his route now.
Yeah, I think he'll be honing in on the yellows.
10 seconds.
He's going for this one at distance. Remember, he missed one at distance in the last frame.
Well, he hasn't missed that one, and he was under some shot clock pressure there, and that was right on the button. Brian Moss was watching very carefully indeed. But these yellows. Remember, Liam Dunster is still unbeaten
10 seconds.
in this Champions Cup 2022. Win or lose this frame, he will be, that unbeaten record is still intact. And have our betting partners got it right? The 2 sort of outright favourites to win this event, Liam Dunster, Corey Rees, and it looks like they're both going to be
10
starting off
seconds.
with a win. Corey Rees, he'll be heading the league table currently. He's on a +3 difference. But can Liam Dunster at least get 2 points on the board to keep up with Corey, knowing he'll be playing him in the next match. Not the next one on here, but on the 4th match.
10 seconds.
So it's all about this next positional shot. He's got a nice little space to come through those 2 reds. Once he pots this one into the top left-hand corner, that should give him the right angle to pop this yellow into the bottom
10
right
seconds.
corner, then the other yellow into the bottom left to complete a 4-2 victory. Oh, that's just run away a little bit, and
Time out.
wow, look at the awkward queuing that he's left himself. Wow, is there hope for Dan Davy? He's having the white clean, so whether he
Time
thought
run.
he got a kick, a bit of a bad contact. So the pot's difficult. I think the white he'll be hoping it'll just drift onto that yellow on the left-hand side and hit it full in the face to leave it in that
10
left-hand pocket
seconds.
again. He's missed the cannon. Does it go into the right centre? I think it does. So he's rescued the situation. Be slightly hampered again on this one, but you've got to fancy him to make the pot. He
10
looks to be in
seconds.
no miss mode tonight. And that's exactly what he's done. And this black to complete a 4-2 victory, which he does.
Frame and Liam Dunster wins 4 frames to 2.
The pro number 1 gets through finally over a gallant Dan Davy 4-2. Let's get to the guys in the betting office to get their thoughts on this match.
Well, that was absolutely, you know, nip and tuck going into the last. I know you said on commentaries with Kevin, all the punters that took 6-1 for him to win 3 matches this evening. Kevin said that was hiding behind the settee there, you know, with the cushions over their head. They was on tenterhooks there, but Liam come through that. He never made a mistake, did he? The only worry, I think, with Liam, he was close to that 10-second clock, wasn't he? He was playing off a 2, the last shot, 2 seconds and that. But you said he does it all the time, Mark, did you?
Yeah, he just manages that clock like a true professional. He just knows how it works, and he's just got his own routine. He's never rushed by even this is 1 second on that clock. He just knows when he's going to be striking the cue ball.
Wasn't Dan unlucky, though? Two shoot-offs, you know, he missed, he never got nothing, did he?
No, and that's what I said. It's going to be about the break. Yes, Dan Davy's got the best record in this Champions Cup 2022, but look at the way Liam Dunster, he is pouncing back with his break, and 2 breaking clearances in that match has got him a win, and that's the win that he needed to keep up with Corey Rees.
So now our next match, we've got both players have lost their first match, haven't they? Dan Daly, Tom Barley. They've got to win this, haven't they, Mark?
Yeah, they are.
Draw's no good, is it?
No, a draw's no good. One of these two's got to win, and obviously whoever loses, they're going home. I mean, if you just look there against the previous matches, it's one apiece. Dan Davies beat Tom 8-4, but remember, Tom Barley whipped Dan up yesterday, 4 frames to 0 in no time at all. Yeah. And it's going to be a very interesting matchup.
It doesn't matter interesting. We're going to come back in 3 minutes for match 2 this evening. Sporty Stuff TV Champions Cup. It's getting exciting.
Champions Cup Event 1, Stage 3. Race to 6 frames. First frame, Tom Barley to break. Time running.
Our referee, Brian Moss, gets match 3 of 6
Foul.
underway here. The Event 1 final.
Shot, 1 visit.
The winner of which
Time
will
running.
go to the big grand final on March the 20th. And both these players lost their opening matches, as we just saw. Dan lost 4-2 against Liam. Great effort, but just the break deserted him when he needed it
10
most.
seconds.
And Tom, just didn't quite turn up against Corey, who was pretty unflappable in his victory. So one of these players needs to get a good win under their belts to have any chance of taking top spot. It's these sort of clearances that Dan has been pretty impressive with in this tournament so far. Judged that one well, avoided the contact with the yellow. And now he's turned this into an excellent opportunity to get the first frame on the board. Slightly undercooked that one.
Yep, he has, but he has got other options here. But we've hampered queuing. He looks a little bit disappointed with himself. So
Extension,
he's sort
please.
of rerouting now.
Yeah, I did ask the question earlier, Mark. I just wonder how much last night, took out of Dan. It was a monumental effort to get through against Andy Crosdale, 2-1 down, and then to win all 3 frames to get through, and the manner of which it happened. I mean, he must have been emotionally drained after that.
Yeah, he must have. I mean, I'm just wondering if the other thing on his mind is that Tom Barley has already beaten 4-0 in this competition. So he knows what Tom's capable of. And Tom, he's got no fear. But they both know what's at stake. They both need a win. And there's only one of them that can win.
As usual with Tom, he doesn't mess about. Sees the shots very quickly. And quick as a flash,
Frame.
the error from Dan Davy is suitably punished. It's Tom Barley who takes the opening frame in this must-win match for both players. And that is, I think that is the first pot Dan's missed hand on table. That I think I can remember.
Yeah, I mean, I saw one last night, but it was a really tricky cutback plant, and that was the only one from last night. But Tom Barley, he's got away with that, wetting off at the start of his break. He's got away. He's 1 ahead now. But Dan Davy, we've seen that his break hasn't been working yet. Yes, it works in his very first break off against Liam, but his last two against Liam didn't work. Is this one going to sort of...
Frame 2. Dan Davy to break. Drilling 1 frame to 0. Time running.
And that is incredible. How is that not dropped into that middle pocket? This break here, look, how's that not gone in there? Even the yellow tried to jump down that pocket, but it's not gone in, and it's really not happening for Dan Davy. Tom Barley's wasting no time. He's selected these reds. The only red that's going to be any problem to him, and that is the one. But he can move it. Is he going to try and play this red off that yellow? Is that yellow too far up? It isn't, and he's played it pretty well, but positional play. That white ball has got away from him. I don't really see what shot he's got on here. I don't think that red passes into the top right. He's having a look now. He's not wasting no time again. Straight down to the shot.
And straight in the middle of the pocket.
But he's not out of the woods yet. This plant. Just got to drop this in at dead pace. He's got the white ball okay. But this white ball is going to be doing a little bit of travelling. And he needs to avoid some yellows. Oh, can he get through to this one? Is he playing the clip into the right centre? He is. I just thought that red ball was just a little bit further down the table.
He's got a nice angle to screw back and avoid the red. Could get behind it even. Played that very nicely. Where was this Tom Barley in the opening match?
Yeah, I know. And is he going to be one of Dan Davy's bogey players? Is there going to be another 4-0 win here for Tom Barley? This has been a brilliant clearance there from Tom, and 2-0 ahead. What can Dan Davy do? It's not going to be him to rake next. It's going to be Tom Barley.
Yeah, it's quite ironic into, you know, the top of the show we were talking about Dan Davy, the breaks. It was basically unplayable on the breaks, you know. He potted so many clearances. 10 out of 13 breaks he's cleared up of. Liam Dunster, only 3 in the tournament so far, three breaking clearances. But when it comes to the business end, it's the number one who does 3 on the spin against Davy, and his last 3 breaks down have all been dry.
Yeah, it's not the form that he wants. He was a little bit unlucky on that previous one. But Tom has punished him to the max. Is he going to punish him even more
Frame 3.
with his
Tom
own
Barley
break off?
break.
The one thing he needs to
82
do
frames
is keep
to
this
nil.
white ball on the table.
Time
He
running.
lost it last one. What can he do this time? He's changed his break. He's played the second ball down, but he's got a ball. And that white ball's still on the table. Well, one thing for sure, he's probably not going to waste any time with these reds. He's going to need one good positional shot to get back up the table from this one in this left centre. He's got a nice angle. Another positional shot here. I think that just passes into the right centre. So on and off the cushion. And he's going to be 3-0 up.
Yeah, not much Dan can do about it. Just sit and watch, and just sometimes you have to say, well played. This is the 7th frame he's played against Tom in this competition, and he's yet to get one on his side of the scoreboard. But that's a little bit careless from Tom.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't go in the bottom left. He's going to have to cut this back. Big shot.
It looks good. Yeah, it looks
Frame.
very good. In it goes. And that is 3-0 to the banger. I almost feel that nickname's a little bit unfair to Tom, because he's a far better player than what his nickname suggests, that he just bangs the table, bangs the balls around. But he's one of those players. He is improving on tournament, and I think you've alluded to it, that it won't be long before he's knocking on the winner's door.
Definitely not. But this is our next match-up. Liam Dunster against Corey Rees. They played on Sunday night. They had the 3-3 draw. But look at them previous matches. 2 wins there for Liam Dunster, 1 win for Corey, and a draw. But this is a different format here. Race to 4, best
Frame
of
4.
6.
Dan Davy to break, trailing 3 frames to nil. Time running.
Who is going to be the first to lose their 100% record? Or is it going to be another draw? Say 100% record, a win record, not beaten, unbeaten record, sorry. Dan Davy has finally potted a ball off his break.
Yeah, normal service is resumed, if not a little bit too late. Can take his pick with these, whichever he fancies. Probably reds.
10 seconds.
Reds it is. I think deep down Dan will know that he can't win tonight now. So playing for prize money and pride. I want to finish on a high. Be guaranteed entry into the 3rd event. So we'll have another chance to qualify for the grand final. As will probably all these players. Except the winner, of course, who can sit back over the next 4 or 5 weeks, knowing that they've already got their place in the grand final, and the chance to win the top prize of £10,000.
But are we going to see a twist in this match here? Is Dan Davy going to be winning his first frame against Tom Barley in this Champions Cup?
Extension, please.
Just overrun that white ball a little bit. This is a very thin cut into this top right-hand corner. He must get this just to stand any chance of getting through. But for me, the draw is nowhere near good enough. Well, he's got a frame on the ball.
Frame.
He's taking a frame off Tom Barley. Been 7 on the bounce for Tom Barley. Okay, now 3-1.
We'll just watch that black again. That was some clip. He did well to get his cue out of the way in time as well for that white ball, cue ball coming back in the direction of his cue. But just hit it thin enough and the right pace for the pocket to take it. And he gets a frame on the board. But you know, Dan will be, you know, we know Dan well, don't we? And he'll be extremely disappointed. You know, he came in with such high hopes after last night, playing well, nice bit of drama, get through, take his place, and it's just not happened for him.
No, it hasn't, and it's down to his break. I mean, he's broken, cleared that last
3
one.
frames to 1.
It's a little too late. Tom Barley. He's got another ball off the break, another 2, another 3. There's balls flying in everywhere.
Wow.
I mean, that's from the side break again. And look at these reds. That black ball is really tight on that cushion. Is that going to be able to give Dan Davy another shot in this 2022 Champions Cup? The one that means something anyway. Tom Barley is wasting no time at all. Just needs to leave himself an angle on this top cushion. Don't want to be straight. He is straight, and that body language there suggests it.
Yeah, all he can do is just stop the white where it is. Whoa, what a shot. He's punched that off. Managed to get the white off 1.5 inches, which makes all the difference. He's just going to drop this in now. He's going to have to nudge the black off. So he might have just played to go in behind it, but he's just going to try and kiss it off the cushion, which he has done, and played that to absolute perfection. And Tom Barley is going to secure a victory by 4 frames to 1.
Tom Barley wins 4 frames to 1.
For Dan Davies' races run tonight, we'll see him against Corey Rees in match 5. Tom Barley does keep his hopes alive. So let's hand you back to the betting office. Gary Wiltshire.
Yeah, a bit of a shock there, Kev, wasn't it? 4-1. What did you think of that, Mark?
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock, but Tom Barley seems to be a bit of a bogey player for Dan Davy. He's already whipped him up 4-0 last night, and now again 4-1. But Tom Barley, where's this come from?
Well, where's Dan Davy come from? Last night he was doing everything right. You know, wasn't he last night? Tonight, he just hasn't had the luck. He hasn't had the run of the balls, has he, Mark?
It's all been down to the break, and there's been a few occasions where he's been dry broke, and you've seen it. He's hitting them okay, but not as well as he has been, and that's been the difference in Dan Davy tonight. And as Kevin said, you know, on the comms, it's just probably a bit too much has sort of gone wrong for him tonight, and you know that last night it's took a lot out of him.
Yeah, but he did say that, Kevin Barton, didn't he, at the beginning? What did he say? He said, I wonder if that match last night has taken it out of him. It was like a semi-final, wasn't it? Final tonight, and he may have thought, he may have played his final last night.
Yeah, it is. But Tom Barley, he's back in this. But this next match, Tom Barley, for me, he's going to be hoping that it's going to be a draw, and then he's going to have a chance of trying to get through.
You know, he's got a beater in the last match, Tom.
Yeah, I know. Number 1.
Liam Dunster. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come back in 3 minutes with another classic. Liam Dunster against Corey Rees. Another
Classic.
one. A classic.
Champions Cup Event 1, Stage 3 match. Best of 6 frames. First frame, Corey Rees to break. Time running.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you're settled in for this one, because this could be the match that decides, or it's going to play a big part in deciding who will go through tonight as the winner and head to the grand final. It's Corey Rees and Liam Dunster. Both won their opening matches. And Mark, I know it's only the fourth match and we've still two more after this, but it almost feels like a title decider.
Yeah, it does. Obviously with this format, it is just brutal. It really is. But Corey Rees, he's broke tremendous again. He's been a bit fortunate in that top right-hand corner. He's been on a few occasions very close to going in off, but he seems to be getting away with it. Is the luck on his side tonight?
Well, one thing's for certain, if you're going to beat Liam Dunster, you're going to need a little bit of luck at some point. And to win any title, to be fair, you always need a little bit of luck, and you need it at those key times.
10 seconds.
Yeah, in your opinion, Kevin, do you think this is another one of them matches?
As the white.
Well, I thought the white was going there. Is this going to be another one of them matches where obviously all them people that's put money on Liam Dunster, are they going to be chewing them pillows? Is this settee going to get ripped up? Are they going to be hiding behind it? What is going to go off?
Yeah, well, all those people who have had a bet on Liam to either win tonight or win all three matches, they know this is the key one.
And that's a containing shot there from Corey Rees. But we know there is no one better in the world than Liam Dunster when his back is against the wall on this tactical side of the game. There is no one better.
10 seconds. Extension, please.
Number one, taking his time. He knows the importance. The first frame in these races to four is so important.
10 seconds.
And he knows if he can win this one against the Corey Rees break, it puts him in such a good position. But just as we speak, a very, very uncharacteristic error.
Yeah, and that's another pot you'd expect Liam to get 100 out of 100. What is going off out there?
10 seconds.
Got away with it first match. Is he going to get away with it again in this match? I don't think Corey's in the mood to be giving anything away.
Yeah, and that white was always going to be going towards that centre pocket. But, thankfully for Corey fans, it didn't go in, but it's not the best position. I think he may end up having to leave this yellow in the bottom left corner till his last ball. I don't think he can get position on it from this yellow. Oh, he can. He's played it well. He's played that very well.
Yeah, he never had all the pocket there, did he? In that middle pocket, I can't even believe it's not even touched that red. That is ballistic. One good positional shot now. I mean, he's in prime position for me from here.
Yep. Just got to make sure he doesn't hit this too thick. Just let the side do the work.
Wow. And if he's going to have some hampered cueing, he'll be a bit disappointed with where he's left that.
If he's straight, he's okay. If it's just off straight, this becomes a tricky shot. So it's just off straight, so he's just punching the white off the top cushion. He's played it well, but still work to do.
Yeah, there is. He's going to be cannoning into that red, I think. Can he avoid it? Is there any way of avoiding it? I mean, there might be if he stuns it past it, but then the white ball's going to be travelling. What's he got up his sleeve?
10 seconds.
I mean, just looking at that angle, can he avoid it? Couldn't avoid it, but he's played the cannon to perfection. And now this mid-range black to go ahead against the world #1, Liam Dunster.
That could be the first time he's ever been behind in a match in this tournament.
10 seconds.
But this is not easy. Hampered queuing. He could hit this a little bit too fat. But no mistakes. Into the centre of the pocket. Corey Rees takes the first frame.
Yeah, he does. Can he keep this form going? He just seems to be. Wow, he's holding his nerve brilliantly.
It's an uncharacteristic miss from Liam. We'll just have another look at this, and it's just early. I mean, you know, early nerves from Liam. You know, he's going to know the importance of this match and that pot. So he needs to put that to the back of his mind now. It's a couple of easy pots that he's missed. I know he won the last match, but
Frame
you know,
2.
he's a perfectionist, Liam. He'll be
break. Trailing 1 frame to 0. Time running.
Thinking in his mind what's gone wrong with the technique.
Well, still electing the cut break. Well, he's dry on this occasion, and look how untidy this table is. That's the only problem with that cut break. Sometimes they just all go to one side of the table, and that is exactly how we see it now.
Yeah, things not going quite the way the world #1 would have hoped.
Attention, please.
Certainly Corey will be having a look at these yellows. I know they're a bit messy, but you know, these guys are looking at how they can get the finish out. He's not looking to pot one and cover a bag, that's for certain. These guys don't know. They don't know how to play that style. They want to attack. They want to put on a show.
Yeah, he does.
He's going for reds. Great shot, great vision. And all of a sudden, this now is turned into a pretty good chance.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, you know, when you're Corey Rees, you don't want to be getting into a tactical battle with the Dunster, because sometimes there is, well, pretty much all the time, there is only one winner.
10 seconds.
The way Corey Rees plays the game, he plays it brilliantly.
Well, he's got some adrenaline into that one. Needs it to slow down.
Does that red go into the bottom right? I think it does, but it's one of them jabby shots. I mean, does that red? I think that red passes into the right centre as well, does it?
I think that's got to be his next shot. Yeah, it is.
But the white. Well, that white ball, it's going to be loose, isn't it? If he does take that one on.
Yeah. He's going for the jabby one. We saw Jamie Clark play one like that. Unfortunately, it was a foul and he pushed it through. But he's recovered it well, Corey. And now this is a great chance to go 2-0 ahead. It's a glorious chance, never mind a great chance. He's just under-hit that one, though.
Yeah, he's a little bit careless there. He could have run that on at least another 4 inches quite easily. And, he's going to have to get himself back in position now.
10 seconds.
Using all of his 30 seconds up here for this shot.
Yeah, use the red. Very nice. Can take either of these reds next. Sometimes the easy clearance is, you know, you can lose concentration because you know the dot to dot, but just one slack positional shot and all of a sudden the chance can go.
Yeah, it can. And under that shot clock pressure, you can make you start thinking all sorts of things. But Corey Rees, he only had one thing on his mind from that very first shot, and that was to clear him up. And Liam Dunster is back against the wall. He's the world number one, going to get back into this. He can't afford to lose this match, because then it will be in Corey Rees's hands.
Yeah, we can look at Liam sat in his chair there. What is going through his mind? He's just malfunctioning a bit at the moment. A missed pot, a dry break. Just not quite going his way at the moment, but if anyone can pull it back, he is definitely the man to do it. Even in his short career, he's been in similar situations, so and he's desperate to win this title back. As you said earlier, Mark, we've only had 2 winners of the Champions Cup, and Dunster's won it twice. He wants it back. You can see the table as it stands there. Corey sitting proudly on top and 2-0 ahead. If he can somehow get this match under his belt, he is going to be a big favourite to win tonight and take his place in the grand final. But a long way to go yet.
Yeah, and Corey Rees in his final match, he's going to be playing Dan Davy. And Dan Davy, obviously out the tournament now. Well, not fully out the tournament because he can enter event 3. But he's going to be out of this.
Where's the white?
Grand final. And wow. We've got a twist. This is a chance Liam Dunster has been waiting for, and he needs to take it. You've got to say a little bit unlucky there.
You could see those balls moving towards the white, almost in a perfect storm to knock the white in. And Liam Dunster fans can breathe a little easier for now.
10 seconds. Extension, please.
I think yellow's probably put the red into the right centre just to clear that, and then go for yellows possibly. Yeah, everyone sees it differently, don't they? There's so many different ways you could go about these.
Yeah, there is. I think is he trying to get another red safe? Well, not safe, but he's just trying to leave himself the perfect angle. He's obviously selected a route now, and he'll be sticking by it.
Is that the lifeline that Liam Dunster needed to get right back into this match?
10 seconds.
We're all for the great start for Corey. If Liam wins this on the Corey break, then we're just as you are.
Yeah, we are. Corey is thinking 2-0 ahead, his break next. And wow, all of a sudden, this could be 2-2 in a matter of minutes. But Liam needs to get this, well, you'd expect him to get this finish pretty much every time he's in the practice room.
Ten seconds.
Liam just making his work as easy as possible. No heroics.
No, it's just keeping it very simple. That's what Liam does well. But again, hampered queuing, not the normal Liam Dunster. This isn't.
Yeah, and he's only got half a bag for this black into this bottom right hand corner. Maybe this one isn't quite just over just yet. White's going away from the black slightly. I mean, you'd expect him to get it, but a little bit of extra pressure. Doesn't want to glance that red, otherwise it'll just send the black into the knuckle.
10 seconds.
But the world number one is up to the job. He's claws a frame back. He's right back in this match. He'll be feeling a whole lot better now. Unlucky Corey Rees on the break. But that's cool.
Yeah, it is. You know, Liam Dunster, he's been in this situation 1,000 times behind in matches, and he knows how to get back in this match. What will be going through his mind if Liam Dunster does clear these up? Corey, what will be going through his mind then?
Well, I think Corey should be, still in a really positive frame of mind. You know, he can't do much about the last break. He hit them well, just unluckily went in off. Nothing he can do about that. 2 chances he's had is taken. You know, he's probably expecting Liam to break and dish. He's probably in his mindset now, so he's probably thinking, you know, on my next break, I just need to get to 3 and then pile the pressure back onto Liam. I mean, I would say at this stage, the draw is probably the most favourite result. Yeah, it's a great call, that one is. And this IPA ranks, when these players all come together, you know, you can't make any mistakes, and it happens sort of tour after tour. Players just get punished and they just come back, but these players just seem to know how to put up with it. But what are we seeing again? Where's that yellow ball? Is it going to go in? It looks like it is. And the last rolling ball, the yellow, has dropped into the bottom left-hand corner. I bet Corey thought he was going to get out of his chair then. Look at that, last roll of that yellow. But he hasn't got, it doesn't look like he's got an opening pot, well possibly a cut back yellow into the right centre.
10 seconds.
But that white ball is going to be doing some travelling.
Yeah, there's nothing too exciting there. I wonder if Liam will just shut up shop, or will he take the bull by the horns and go for the yellow?
Yeah, again, it's another pretty much untidy break there from Liam.
Yeah, he's no risk pull.
Yeah, and you called it, Kev. He's just played a containing shot, so it's going to be still an open table. But Corey Rees, we know how Corey plays. He don't want to be getting into any tactical battles. He doesn't do bad at them.
Yeah, a little bit of nip and tuck. Both players know the importance of this frame. 3-1 and 2-all. Wow, massive difference. Who is going to make the first move in this frame?
10 seconds.
I mean, I'll be putting my money on Corey. Well, he won't really be getting bogged down in this tactical exchange. But how is he going to produce any magic from here?
10 seconds.
Now these yellows are starting to line up very nicely. Has Liam got anything he can go at yellow-wise?
I think that yellow passes into the top right, I think.
10 seconds.
Does it just go? It looks tight. Looks like he's taking it on.
It's close. Oh, tremendous pot there. Under some extreme pressure and time pressure.
Yeah, and Liam does what Liam does best. But he's still going to have to produce another great pot, along with some great position.
10 seconds.
I think if I'm Corey Rees, I'm fearing the worst in this frame.
Yeah, and Nothing phases the Duster. Everything just takes it in his stride, uses all of his 30 seconds. And that routine, he's pretty much stuck for the last couple of years. Probably even a little bit longer.
10 seconds.
But it works for him. It's very effective. Again, that white ball is on a piece of string. He looks very in prime position here.
Yeah, if he had some malfunctions in the first couple of frames, the mechanics have been in, and they seem to have. Oh, what's happened? Has he stopped that yellow going into any pocket?
Wow, well, all I can see on here, he's going to have to take the yellow into the bottom right-hand corner. He's going to have to stun it back and play a double.
10 seconds.
Is it on, the double into the bottom right? I don't think it is.
And he's only got a few seconds left. He's covering the bag. But this is advantage Corey Rees. However, a word of caution, Liam Dunster is the best tactical player in the game.
Extension, please.
But you can be the best tactician if you're not getting a shot when Corey, if he clears these up.
Is he going to take the bull by the horns, or is he going to try and extract a free visit?
I think he's going for these. I think he just knows this is a chance. He just cannot turn down. I'm not sure about that shot. Maybe you're right, Kev. Maybe he is just going to play a containing shot, but he'll be getting Liam back to the table. For me, he's got to try and make things happen.
10 seconds.
These are pivotal moments in this match and potentially the tournament. What has he got lined up? So this is the big shot. And he's got a big bag with the yellow, so he could take the bottom of those line of 3 reds if he can get to the right angle, or is he putting the one into the centre just to try and disturb these 2 reds?
10
Difficult to
seconds.
tell from our position.
Yeah, and he's just played a controlled cannon there. Again, this white ball is going to be getting away from him. But if he misses that red, I'm pretty sure it passes into the right centre. I mean, he could use the
10
red
seconds.
to... yeah, he's going to let the difficult one.
This is the big shot. Oh, no mistake. No mistake. Massive moments in this match. Does he play it off the yellow into the corner pocket? Does he go for it direct? Doesn't want that yellow bouncing up and getting in the way of his other red. Or is he just going to put it in the corner and stun the white across? Oh.
Wow. He just pulled, for me, he's just pulled out of that shot. He's not gone through it.
No, used it then.
And he's sort of, I don't know, stabbed at it a little bit.
Well, the red looked, I think he was saying it rolled off a touch, but it looked to go straight on that
10
that
seconds.
camera shot.
I mean, for me, he probably should have hit it a little bit more positively. I think he's just on this yellow. But he's going to have to control his cue ball.
10 seconds.
Oh, he's just got away with that cannon. That red could have easily covered that right-hand centre pocket, but it hasn't, and this black to level this match up.
And in it goes. Well, what a topsy-turvy frame that was. It could have gone either way, but it's gone the way of the Scotsman. He ties things up at 2 frames all. Well, we'll just have a look at this shot again. I mean, we'll look on the overhead, see if you can see anything there, Mark.
No, I don't know if he's got a bad contact on the red or whatever, but again, I just think he's not played it positive enough. I think he didn't go through the shot, not like he normally does. But anyway, he's got to get that one out of his mind. Liam Dunster from 2-0 down, he's back to 2-all. This guy just never knows when to give up.
Yeah, this is going to be important now for Corey. He's got to get that last frame out of his mind. It was there for him. Pretty easy, really.
Frame 5. Corey reached the break. Score side is
Needs
2
to somehow
frames all.
try and
Time
refocus,
running.
get the break going. It's his last break in this match. I think he'll be happy with a point. He's got frame advantage at the moment at the top of the table, so if he can guarantee himself a point, he's still in pole position. But it looks dry. Everything's hitting the jaws. Is the red going to go in? It is. So the first job done. It looked like he was going to be dry, but that red just made it. Just made it to the pocket. And first opportunity. So at first glance,
Extension, please.
he's got yellows, but some obvious danger spots. No red on, so he'll be forced to go for yellow. He's pushing the boat out here, he's trying to create a bit of movement.
That's not gone to plan.
And this is where Corey's got to be very careful, because those reds for Liam are all pretty much out in the open. So whatever he plays now, it's got to be a good one.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think that body language tells a story. He's overhit that. God, by at least 12 inches, well, about good 6 inches anyway. He wanted to leave an angle to try and dislodge them yellows. But for me, he's now digging a bit of a hole here. What can he produce?
There's nothing much there to go up. Can he get a yellow in front of this red in this bottom right hand corner? But it's all going wrong for the Welshman.
10 seconds.
Well, it's not a bad containing shot there from Corey. He's not left Liam any sort of easy pot on. No, well, not even a pot on. But Liam, he's really good at this tactical side of it. Let's just say he'll be looking at probably trying to hard the cue ball. Well, at least to make sure that Corey doesn't have a pot on. And he's done just that. I mean, he can see the yellow, but he can't see the one that was potable into the bottom right hand corner. Liam's favourite for this frame for me.
10 seconds.
Not too bad for Corey. Keeps himself in the frame somehow, but he's clean on at the moment. Definitely in this one.
10 seconds.
Now, has he left that yellow? No, he's not asking for a total, so he must be able to see a yellow. Can he get this one over the pocket? Just playing a containing shot again.
It's very, very nip and tuck. Both players just trying to secure an advantage. That could make the difference.
10 seconds.
Probably doesn't want to leave a total. He wants to leave a little edge hanging out so that Corey has to hit a cushion after contact. Can't just roll behind anything. That's a good response.
Yeah, better safety shot there from Corey. I mean, you've got to sort of say he's probably going to have to go down the left-hand side of the table. I mean, he can hit that one down the right-hand side. But he's going to have to hide this cue ball. You don't believe in Corey a pot on.
Time out.
Well judged there.
Total snooker. Time
No
runner.
problem hitting. Not a big area to aim at, so you'd expect him to hit something, but it's all about what he leaves. And those two reds at the top end of the table, nice little area for Liam to get behind as well to force another snooker and hopefully draw the foul.
10 seconds.
Well, I just thought he was going to miss the yellow then, the way he come off them cushions. But he's okay.
I don't think Liam can get to the potting angle of this red into the bottom right corner.
You've still got it, yeah. Extension, please.
Well, he feels that this could be a chance. Using his extension, probably looks like he's looking at taking these out. And that red that you was on about, Kev, it does look very, very tight. But you're just going to try and cover the pocket here. Yeah, as you can see from the camera angle there. Didn't have the potting angle, but he's under hit that. He won't be too happy with that. But he's got a little bit of control in that bottom right hand corner.
10 seconds.
Who can come out with the telling shot? It needs to be in the next couple of shots, I think, because
10 seconds.
both players are going to be looking to close out this frame.
That's a beautiful touch shot there from Liam. Controlled that really well. I think Liam Corey's going to have to come off the cushion here. Don't think he can clip a thin edge of them yellows.
Is our cameraman in the pocket there? Looks like he's almost in the
10
pocket.
seconds.
Can he clip this back to the top right? Well, that's an interesting shot. This is frame on now.
Yeah, it is, that clip on that red. How much is that going to tempt Liam Dunster into this?
Ten seconds.
I mean, there's not going to be many more containing shots here, Kevin.
No, I think he's going for the pot. And he's missed the pot by some distance. So, a glimmer of a chance for Corey Rees.
Yeah, and you say a glimmer, that pot into that right centre there, that is a test of nerve at 2 frames each, knowing if he gets to 3, he's going to have a chance to get to 4 and be on 4 points himself.
10 seconds.
I think it was a good safety by Corey. He did ask the question. He put Liam under a lot of pressure and forced the error. So what can the man from Wales do here with this opportunity? It's going to be all about this yellow that's nearest the right cushion. I mean, it might go into the top right-hand pocket. I don't know if that's a big pocket.
10 seconds.
He may be able to play onto it after this shot.
Oh, we're going to see another twist. What's going off again? That yellow. This game just produces all the drama. And the only shot I see now, he's going to take that yellow in the top right-hand corner. He's going to have to screw into him. He's putting all his eggs in one basket, but that is his only option.
Yeah, that was a little bit careless there from Corey.
And he just couldn't get the angle into Cannon and into him. And he's come this far now. What can he produce here? Has he got the double? Does it cross double? Is it going to clip the red? It looks mighty tight.
10 seconds.
This could be his tournament lifeline. It's... Oh, it's not dropped.
God.
It's not dropped.
How has that not dropped? It must be just the pace that's kept that out. Oh, that looked like... Oh, it just looked like it was just going to roll in at the last moment.
I thought it was going to go in on the replay.
Wow, Liam Dunster. Is the writing on the wall? We've seen some twists and turns in this match. I mean, if Liam takes it, it's going to be 3 frames on the bounce for him. I can't believe that yellow is still standing there.
I don't think neither can Corey. Did everything but drop. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. And if you wanted someone to take out a pressure clearance, then it'd be the man at the table who you'd want to be doing it for you.
Just looking at some scenarios, if Liam Dunster does win this match 4-2, that'll put him on 4 points and a +4 average, and he'll play Tom Barley in the last match. And if Tom Barley beats Liam Dunster 4-0, Tom Barley will be going through as the Event 1 winner. But Corey Rees has got Dan Davy as well, so there's still going to be a chance of some twists and turns there as well.
Yeah, it's going to come down to that last match. We thought it would.
10 seconds.
Playing shots like that, I mean, you don't get many kicks in pull, but that sort of shot would have been a prime candidate to get one.
Yeah, it was.
10 seconds.
Just about job done in this frame for Liam Dunster, just to finish it off with this easy black, and he will be in prime position.
Frame.
And it goes 3-2. He takes the lead after being 2-0 down, and it will be Liam to break in this last frame. And what must Corey Rees be thinking? The last two frames could have been his. He could have won this match 4-1, been sat downstairs and waiting for his next match.
Yeah, it could be, and it's just a roll or a little bit of luck here and there, and that is all that's been the difference. But is Corey Rees going to get another chance to try and level this match up? He's had it in his own hands, but he's 3-2 behind. It's going to be Liam Dunster to break. This break has been a little bit untidy for Liam in this match. And he produced the clearance he's produced in the first match against Davy.
Final frame. Liam Dunster to break, leading 3 frames to 2. Time running.
Just one good break needed from Liam Dunster. But he'll be feeling it. He knows he's 1 frame away here from it being in his hands. And we've got another dry break from Liam Dunster. The break just hasn't been working for him in this match. What can Corey Rees produce here? Is he going to level this match up? This is going to go right down to the wire, right down to these last 2 matches.
Attention, please.
And we've got drama at the highest class here. Just outside Leeds.
Emotion from Liam, you don't normally see that. Should be like a shake of the head. Can't understand it. Normally very, very poker faced.
That was a little bit nervy into the far corner of that middle pocket. But he took his time over it, just steadied himself, and steadied himself enough for it to drop.
And if that yellow next to the 2 reds in the centre of the table, if that goes into the right centre, which I think it does, then you've got to fancy him to be putting these.
Yeah, because it's going to be, he's going to put this in the left corner, then he'll take the one in the right centre, leave himself the other one in the left corner. He can trot up to the table, take his final 2 yellows and a pretty simple black into the right centre. It sounds easy, sat from this commentary box. It's just whether Corey Rees is going to find it easy to level this match up. And there's no, if he does level this match up, there's no split in these two. Both these players will still be unbeaten in this Champions Cup.
Yeah, I think it's all about this pot for me. And he got the position. He just needed to screw back a couple of inches, which he did. Just getting the white cleaned. Don't want anything to go wrong at this stage. If he can salvage a point, that will be a tremendous point. Well earned after some of the trials and tribulations that he's had to go through over the past 15-20 minutes. Referee just Rees placing the cue ball.
Time running.
Big margin of error here. He's got acres of space to put the cue ball. Just wants to bounce it off this side cushion, maybe a foot or so. There's a little bit of a twitchy one, but it should be okay. Just needs to maintain that focus. The job's not done yet.
10 seconds.
just one positional shot away. Remember, these two played last couple of nights ago. It was 3-3 again. It looks like it's going to be 3-3 this time as well. Nothing between them. Two great, fantastic young players. They're going to be contesting a lot of semis and finals over the next 5-10 years. Puff of the cheeks from the Welshman. This easy black. And he ties things up at 3-3. Fantastic match. Great entertainment there from both these players. And yet again, nothing between them. 3-3 is the result. Let's see what the guys in the betting office, Mark and Gary, made of that one.
Well, it was a repeat of last Sunday, wasn't it, Mark? 3-3 there.
3-3 again, and it just proves, I know it's been a very long frame or a very long match.
How long would that be? About 30 minutes, that frame, Mark, was it?
Well, yeah, definitely, but there's so much at stake here, Gary. They're playing for a chance of getting in the grand final, March the 20th, and it just means so much, and both of these players are still unbeaten in this tournament.
Corey Rees there, he come back, didn't he, to win that last, you know, to make it free. It's classic, wasn't it, again? It was really, you know, I've never seen it. I think that would be, out the, what we're on now, we're on day 9 now, that would have been the longest, would that have been the longest frame we've seen?
Yeah, but without a doubt, yeah, but it just means so much.
It was nip and tuck, wasn't it? You could see the pressure there, you could feel it, couldn't you?
You can, but Corey Rees, he's on next. He's going to have the first chance of getting back to the top of this league table.
Yeah, but look who he's playing.
Dan Davy.
You know what Dan done last night in the last match, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got obviously nothing to play for now, Dan, but Dan being Dan,
Yeah.
he'll be professional about this and he'll be trying to get a result over Corey Rees. He really will.
And don't forget, if you do want to play on this, you've got 3 minutes to find the odds, whoever you think. Go on the betting sites to see who's our betting partners here. I've got my odds. We're 5-4 Corey Rees, 7-4 Dan Davy. And maybe different now, mightn't they? But we'll be back in 3 minutes for, well, another classic with a bit of luck.
Champions Cup Event 1, Stage 3 match, best of 6 frames. First frame, Corey Rees to break. Time running.
So Corey Rees, who, as we saw, salvaged a last gasp draw against the tournament favourite Liam Dunster. He gets to go again. He's up against Dan Davy. And one thing we know for certain is if Corey Rees wins 4-0, he will be the winner. After that, we haven't got a clue what's going to happen.
No, we haven't. I mean, I couldn't see any 4-0 wins here tonight. Not with the quality that we've got on show. But Corey Rees has done exactly what he wanted. Get a ball off his first break. It'll give him a shot at it. Corey knows what he's got to do. It's sort of in his hands a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously Dan, he's lost his first 2 matches, so you know he can't progress.
10 seconds.
But you know the shackles might be off for Dan. He might be able to relax and just show everyone exactly what he's made of.
Yeah, and straight away we've seen Corey. He's out of position. He's going to have a tough pot, whichever one he chooses to go for, either the top left or the bottom right. But he's running out of options even to try and get the black out here. So this is probably why he's taking this one.
10 seconds.
Probably come off both angles.
He's playing safe.
He is.
Very good safety as well. Just tucking Dan up behind the red, leaving him pretty much nothing to go at.
Yeah, great shot selection there from Corey. I mean, yeah, if he went for them, all his eggs would have been in that one basket.
10 seconds. It's not frozen.
He needs that white to reach.
Oh, it has.
Start shot clock, please.
How tempted is Corey to try and put this red into the top left corner and try and disturb the black. That would be eggs in one basket. He might not think it's worth the risk. Just weighing it up. Probably isn't worth the risk. He probably doesn't need to play the shot. But you know, these guys are so attacking. No, he's just playing safe.
It looks like he's going to wait for a better chance. But I know the way Dan Davy's playing at the moment, and we've seen it. He's very in attacking mode. And he just feels that this short race sort of format, you have to take these chances. And you've got to go for your shots.
Didn't judge that one quite right. Got a little bit lucky. The white could have gone in off there.
Yeah, well, he's trying to make something happen. And he has got nothing to lose here. Just a little bit of pride. Trust me, these professional players, they'll be trying hard to win every match they play in, no matter how meaningless it means.
Well, they're not meaningless because there is prize money up for grabs. The difference between fourth in the group and third in the group, is it about 400? So the winner of tonight is guaranteed 3,000, and then they're guaranteed at least one more 1,000 in the grand final, with a chance to top that 3 up to £10,000. So the winner of the grand final wins an extra 7. I think second wins an extra 3, and whoever comes bottom will take home an extra 1,000, which will pay for the bus fare home.
Well, and what a great shot there from Dan Davy. And I think he's heard you about that prize money. He wants a chunk of it.
So can this go in the corner or is it centre? No, it's corner. Is it okay?
10 seconds.
Oh, he's fluked it. Is he? No. Wow. He'll be disappointed to miss the pot in the first place. But that looked as like it was going to drop.
Yeah, it did. And what score are we looking at here? Another containing shot.
10 seconds.
He just feels that he just needs to tie things up again.
Well, I'm not sure about that one.
That is way short of the mark there. And I think he's left this into the bottom left anyway. Or does it? Can he see enough of it?
We can certainly pot the bottom one. It's a tough pot. But if he pots it, he should get the rewards.
10 seconds.
Oh, he's hit that way too thin, so... Good call by Corey. I think the problem for Dan, he knows he's out, and you know it's maintaining that focus, you know, that he's had throughout the tournament. He's only natural it's going to have dropped off a little bit.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it is. Corey Rees. I don't think it was the greatest shot that he just played previously, but he's got away with it. And the only thing where Dan Davy's going to be coming back to the table is if this black, if he doesn't get on it.
Yeah, he's just got to be clear in his mind what he wants to do with the black. Does he want to try and play a shot to leave an angle to move it, or is he just going to leave this last yellow to get position on it and leave a double? So he's got a couple of options.
I think he'll probably just drop on it. I don't think he'll be leaving a double. Want to be too straight. It looks okay.
So that tells you what he's looking at. This could be a little nervy one. Oh, it's okay. That's about it. It's okay.
Yeah, he's just got to give this every chance for it to drop into that top right-hand corner.
Great shot.
Frame.
Great shot, Corey Rees. No mistake with the black. He takes the first frame. 1 down, 3 to go for the Welshman. As we said, if he wins this match 4-0, he will be top dog. 4-1, 4-2. And Liam has a chance in the last match. But we've got a few more twists and turns to go before we get to that one. I've absolutely no doubt about that.
Yeah. Dan Davy's break starts working for him again. And Dan Davy, he can be taking frames off Corey
Frame
here.
2. Dan Davy to
He
break.
won't want to be getting beat
Trailing 1 frame
4-0.
to 0. Time running.
In the context of everything, this frame is absolutely massive. So ball down.
Boy
There's
break.
Oh, and the black as well. They were dropping in everywhere. Let's watch that again on the replay. The black gets a little shove and just drops in with enough weight to get there. And if you're new to black ball rules, all that means is the referee, Brian Moss, he racks them up again. And it's as you were. Dan will break off again.
Yeah, but we all know, as a player, what normally happens here. It normally becomes a dry break, just seems to be the norm. When the black goes down, when you've potted a couple of balls, the next break will be dry.
Dan Davy to break again with no penalty.
But he's hitting them
Time
well
running.
enough. There's no reason it shouldn't not be a dry break. So you'll be okay.
But the
Point
black's
break.
gone in again, and the white. Wow.
This is incredible. I mean, when that white, even Dan Davy's got to have a little giggle about it. I mean, when the white gone in off, he thought, wow, that's another frame he's going to be giving away. Where does that black go? Look at that again, that little nudge.
It was the same yellow and the same nudge.
It was. He's still smiling to himself.
Can it be third time lucky?
For the black.
Frame 2. Dan Davy to break again with no penalty. Time running.
Well, one thing for sure, he needs to keep the white on the table. He's getting some extraordinary power. There's balls going in everywhere. Wow.
4 reds. And he'll probably go for yellows.
Yeah, I should say so. I should take the one in the top right corner first. And he'll drift down. Probably play the one in the top left. And then he's taking the ones in the bottom half of the table. He looks a little bit short there of pace. So I won't say he's in perfect position here.
Corey and Dan, they've not
10
played each other
seconds.
as professionals before, so it's the first time they've lined up against each other in a professional event. and get the upper hand. I think for Corey, he's got to try to put out the
10
back of his
seconds.
mind about winning 4-0, 4-1. He's just got to just focus on the job in hand and just get the 2 points. And then just what will be, will be. You know, he's got no control over what happens in the last match. But all he can do is focus on this match and try and get that victory. It's the old adage, isn't it? 1 frame at a time. Try not to get too carried away and
10 seconds.
get despondent if Dan wins this. You know, 4-1 is still a good result.
I think he's okay. He's on it. I think he's going to have to take that yellow, though, into the top left-hand corner after he's took this one in the middle. Don't think he can get through to the top one now. Don't think he would anyway. Oh, he is. He can get through. He's going
10
away
seconds.
from his work. Well, he's not really been the tidiest to finish. White ball's doing a few miles, but a good pot here and positional. And he'll be levelling this match up. And that's exactly what Liam Dunster wanted to see. That means he's definitely going to have a chance of at least levelling this Champions Cup up if Corey does go on to win 4-1. But there is still a lot of frames to be played.
And there's still a black to be potted as well after that positional shot. Not the best, just a little bit tight in the arm there. I think the corner is the best option. Don't think it's a natural enough,
Extension,
but
please.
he's having a good think. He's saved his extension. I don't think he can go centre bag.
Yeah, and he's already missed a couple of balls in this.
Centre it is. Where's the white going? Oh, he's gone for the double. And no.
Frame.
Well, the in-off was obviously concerning him on both options for the black, and he fooled us all and took the double out on the black. Well played, Dan Davy.
Yeah, let's just have a look back at this double. I mean, this is not even an easy double. Yeah, it's only one cushion, but the angle he had, he's safely into that middle pocket. It's one apiece.
Yeah, it didn't look like an in-off in the centre, in the corner bag. He could have gone for it into the centre, but he settled on the double, nailed it, levels the match up. And it's over to Corey now.
Frame 3. Corey Rees to break. Scores tied at 1 frame all. Time running.
So frame 3, Corey Rees to get us underway. Well, these guys are just pulling out huge monster breaks. First glance though, they don't seem to have been overly kind.
No, they haven't. From that top right-hand corner is very untidy.
Extension, please.
I don't think he's even got an easy opening pot on. What options has he got?
Well, he might be forced to play a safety. Can he pot a red? Can he get the one into the right centre?
10 seconds.
No, it's safety. Just needs to be careful he doesn't get a little bit despondent, Corey. Just, you know, a little shake of the head and just thinking things are not quite going the way he wanted. He's just got to treat this match as he has the other two.
Extension, please.
Give every frame the best he can. And at the end of the night, we'll see if it's good enough.
Yeah, we will. Again, it looks like we're going to see another sort of tactical exchange.
Oh, now then, he might have left a plant there. If that yellow and red are a plant, then I think Corey will be attacking.
And the way he's pointed his cue up there, that's the way, the direction he wants the red he's going to make contact with now.
10 seconds.
Go up to the top half of the table. Wow, and does that red go into the top left? It don't look like it does from our camera angle, but he will have a plan. And again, things are just not going easy here for Corey Rees.
I think he's got enough of the bag
10
to pot the red. His problem area is those two reds in the right corner.
Well, he did take the plant on, and that's not a good effort, because I think this yellow passes them two reds into the top right-hand corner. I'd expect Dan to be, if he can get that yellow through that little gap there, it looks mighty tight. If he can get through there, he should be putting it in there at least.
10 seconds.
Wow, that's incredible. I can't even believe that's potted.
I don't think Dan can either.
It was like he just tried to glance the reds, come off the cushion and just cover them top two reds. Well, he needs a plan B. And I think the plan B is to go from
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Mark. He's got really not much other alternative than to push the boat out a little bit. I mean, the pressure's off him a little bit as well. You know, he's out of the competition. Well, he's out of this event, should I say.
Yeah, and he's just tried to play a little containing shot there. Or has he? Do you think he went for that?
He missed the pot because he's left himself a nice angle on that yellow into the left centre to take the white up to that top end of the table. I think he just misjudged it. He had a little bit of right-hand side on it.
10 seconds.
Yeah, but Corey is under shot clock pressure here. Trying to hide the cue ball, and he hasn't hidden it.
He's certainly tempting Dan. Dangling the carrot.
Yeah, it's a
10
very
seconds.
risky tactic. As good as players, what we know Dan is.
Can he get past the yellow? What a shot. What a shot from Dan Davy.
Yeah, and anybody at home thinking that Dan Davy's probably not even going to try in this last match, I think that's your answer. That is a tremendous exchange of shot there, just to get that cover of that bag.
10 seconds.
Well, that is definitely advantage Davy in this frame. Is he going to return with the red back down to this bottom right-hand corner? Yeah, didn't play it well.
Well, he's got away with that though, hasn't he? The red's just gone into the left-hand pocket. And Corey is still at the table. Yeah, he's still going to have the problem in the top right-hand corner. But what a slice of luck there. Is that going to be a slice of luck that Corey's going to need? But he's got to make sure, he's got to get into this
10 seconds.
pot here. He's got to make something happen in the top right-hand corner. This is the shot. And he has made it.
Brilliant shot.
And that roll of the ball there, Corey Rees. So, you can play this one of two ways, but he'll just try and be working out which one's less to go wrong. I think he's definitely going to have to take this one over the pocket first. Just needs this red ball to come out. It's okay. He's going to have an angle here. I mean, it looks like he's probably just going to... He could push this through and leave the red in the right centre.
10 seconds.
And that's a very confident shot there from Corey Rees. So one good positional shot here. It's a little bit short where he wanted to be. There's that a bit of tension in his arm there. He's not perfect on this, but this is definitely one we would expect him to make. So to go 2-1 up in his final match. And there you see it, 2-1 to Corey Rees.
Just take a look back at that attempted skill shot there from Corey. That was the shot that opened up the frame for him. But he was aided by a little bit of lady luck on the, we call it a skill shot, that he played a couple of shots before. So, well, everyone needs a little bit of luck every now and then. Corey's had a little piece there. Will that propel him to the victory that he needs to have a chance of topping the table at the end of the night? This next frame is absolutely crucial to that. Corey will be hoping he can get a shot on the Dan Davy break, but the last couple of breaks Dan's done.
Time running.
He seems to have rediscovered the form, certainly of yesterday. Where's the white going?
Foul.
Wow, Corey Rees fans, they must be jumping up at that.
Yeah, they must be. And that is a huge error.
Reset shot clock, please.
So one free shot, one visit here for Corey to take a 3-1 lead. He's just got to sort of hold himself together.
Yeah, he's going to plant red onto yellow, and then he'll be going for reds. That's his free shot. So it's the next legal ball he pots that he'll be on, and these are reds, and I mean, just look at them. I mean, I think even you'd have got these in your heyday, Mark.
Wow, I'm not so sure about that. I think they'd go wrong somewhere.
No, I had every confidence in you. You'd get these. These are what you dream of. You put all those hours of practice in, and at the end of the day, you just want drop-ins.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he's going to have after this ball here. He's perfect now. And Corey Rees, this is getting him to 3. It's going to be another point on the board. He won't settle for a point. He needs 2 points. And one more frame will only secure that.
Yeah, he just needs to maintain concentration here. He knows these are all there for the taking.
Extension, please.
But just wants to work out his route. Just make sure that he makes it. You know that if Liam Dunster was in this position, he'd be making it so that everything is just dollies in, and that he leaves himself, you know, that easy black. So you've just got to work work the route, work it backwards, and just make it as easy as you can for yourself in these precious situations. So he worked out that that red near the black spot would have been the most trickiest ball for him to get good position on the black. So get that out of the way and then use this one that's over the pocket to get that easy position on the black, which you should do anywhere in this right hand quadrant of the table. Ooh, that's a little bit under on that one.
That is nervy, if you ask me. This black, though, you still expect him to pot this. You just want a nice, clean contact. You don't want no kicks. You don't want it straightening up. He'll probably play it positively.
And he does.
Frame.
He had to play it with a little bit of bottom because the plain ball, that white, would have been going perilously close to that corner pocket. And yeah, just put a little bit of bottom on that one just to take that out of the equation. 3-1 Corey Rees. If he can win this match 4-1, then Liam Dunster would have to beat Tom Barley 4-0, and that would force a black ball shootout.
Not just a black ball shootout, a sudden death black ball shootout.
That is what is coming up next. What is the size of the task that Liam Dunster is going to have ahead of him?
Yeah, let's look at that previous match, 8-1. He's going to have a 4-0.
Corey Rees to
Liam
break.
Dunster
Leading 3
wants
frames
to
to
have
1.
any chance of winning
Time
this
running.
Event 1 final.
This is potentially the biggest shot of Corey Rees's professional career coming right up now. Where's the white? And he's done the same mistake, but the black's gone in as well. Oh my goodness me.
Wow, look at this black. It's got punched in there. It nearly got stopped. It nearly got saved, but it's dropped. And that is that. Another bit of slice of luck for Corey Rees. He seems to be having it all in this match.
He's just having a big gulp of water there whilst the referee re-racks the balls. I think anyone who's got a bet on Corey Rees to win tonight, they might be just having something a little bit stronger.
Yeah, they will. And I think if Corey does
Frame 5.
manage to get through
Corey
this
Rees to
Event
break.
1
Again, no
final,
penalty.
I think
Time
there'll be a
running.
few people not going to work tomorrow. They'll be phoning in the morning. Or should I say later on this afternoon, or when it is the morning now.
Does that include us, Mark? Can we ring in the morning?
It's a bit late now to be ringing in.
Where's the white going again? Oh, it's off the post.
Wow, that white was flying all over. Just look at the power he generates on this ball, and it gets kicked. Wow, that black could have easily nudged that white into that middle pocket. It hasn't. It's still on the table, and now Corey Rees.
They're all there. The yellows are all there. A few big puffs out of the chest from Corey. He knows this is his moment. He can put the pressure onto Liam Dunster. If he can win this frame, he would have one step, one toe even in that grand final.
Wow, after this yellow's gone, this should be pretty simple. This is probably the key positional shot here. I mean, the pot's easy enough into the bottom left-hand corner.
10 seconds.
That is confidence at the highest level. And he's still not happy with it. He wanted to be a bit straighter on it. Just seeing all the emotion here from Corey Rees. And if
10
Gypsy,
seconds.
Corey does take these out, he's going to need a favour off Tom Barley. Just one frame. That's all he wants Tom Barley to get. And he will be the event 1 winner.
Just 3 yellows and a black away.
10 seconds.
Showing nerves of steel. I'm sure the Corey Rees fans are getting very, very excited.
Ten seconds.
He's been threatening to win a title over the last 6 months as we've returned from lockdown. He's come close and he's getting closer. He made sure he wasn't going to be short there. Just the final moments of this match. And this straightforward black to top the table and put himself in prime position to win. In it goes. Well played, Corey Rees.
Corey Rees, 4 frames for
Unlucky Dan Davy, just didn't quite work for you tonight, but Corey Rees sits at the top of the table. What do the guys here back in the betting office make of that one? Gary, over to you.
Yeah, that was a result for the bookies there, Kevin, wasn't it? Really, you know, they've got Liam. I don't think Liam now. He's got to win 4-0, and then it goes to a Blackpool shootout. You wanted to take on Liam early tonight, didn't you? You said he was beatable, and I think you've been right, Mark.
Yeah, we have, and this
Well,
last
he
match.
could still win 4-0, can't he?
Yeah, of course he could. Yeah,
But,
he could quite easily roll over someone.
You said it wasn't a cakewalk tonight, didn't you?
No, I said that none of these players are going to get beat 4-0 tonight, but is he going to produce it in this last match?
We'll
He's
see.
got to produce his best.
He's world number 1, isn't he?
He is.
So we'll see in about 3 minutes. So if you fancied on the last match here, we've got odds as well. Tom Barley, Mark said early, he was his bet tonight at 4-1. You still think he's got a chance?
Good value. It is good
value. See you in 3 minutes.
Champions Cup Event 1, Stage 3 match. Best of 6 frames. First frame, Tom Barley to break. Time running.
We are back once again. And Tom Barley. He's going to have to do Corey Rees a favour. Just needs a 1 frame. And that will mean Corey Rees will be the event 1 winner. And he'll be going to the grand final on the March the 20th. We've still got a bit of pool to play yet. Dunster needs to win 4 frames to 0 to take this to a sudden death shootout against Corey Rees. And I can also say, you know, we've already had a sudden death shootout between Liam Dunster and Corey Rees. We've already had one, and Liam Dunster won that. Tom Barley with these red balls. He's going to try and take these out here. Just one good pot and one good developing shot. He's got the developing shot. How's the angle? It doesn't look like he's got a shot on. It's not come out. Trying to play it off the yellow. It's a good effort. Liam Dunster, this is the chances he needs.
Ten seconds.
You've got to say, Liam Dunster cannot afford any mistakes here against Tom. Liam Dunster does what he does. Gives every shot its utmost respect. Don't matter how easy it is all about making sure.
Extension, please.
Make sure he's leaving the right angles at all times. So he's elected to leave himself some hampered queuing. I think he didn't want to be that close to the reds. He's sort of expected to be a bit further, closer to the yellow. Pot there from Liam. The yellow next to that black. That's the one that he's probably going to have to get onto next. So.
This is going to test his cueing under pressure.
10 seconds.
Needs that to slow down. He's come too far.
Yeah, he has, and he's probably only going to have a bit of a containing shot. And he'll probably have to leave Tom behind the black, or is he going to try and cut it back into the bottom left? It looks like that's what he's looking at. He's going all out for this. He's going for these shots. Wow, what a shot there from Liam. He's back in prime position again. He just seems to do it pretty much a lot of the time. If he does go out of position, which you don't see that often, he gets right back into it.
So the black for Liam. 1 down, 3 to go. In the black goes. That's the first one on the board for the number 1, the tournament favourite. He needs to win the next 3. If he does, we'll all be on the edge of our seats.
We will. Probably all them Corey Rees fans. Even Corey Rees himself, he might be behind the settee now. And he'll be just hoping that Tom's going to get a frame. I mean, I did say at the start of the night, I just couldn't see any 4-0s of any of these players. But we know what Liam Dunster can do. He's more than capable of getting a 4-0 here.
He can get 4-0 against any player in the world. But again, he's just got to do what he does, just one shot at a time, one frame at a time. And I guess for Corey Rees as well, he's got to assume that Liam's going to win this 4-0. He can't think he's home and hosed. He's got to keep the mindset that he's going into a black ball shootout.
Yeah, and that could be quite easily. Liam needs a ball. He needs to get his break working a bit, but that's not bad. He's got a ball off the break. And again, look how untidy this table is.
Changed his break up there, went more full on. Managed to get one down.
Extension, please.
Yellows do offer him a little bit of hope. Possibly play the plant first, red onto yellow. Just not quite sure if that yellow above the black, if he can flick that in to disturb the other two yellows. Just looking at it from the other side now.
Ten seconds.
Plant it is. A bit betwixt and between there. It's not ideal.
Well, he must have something in mind here. Well, he needs to make something
10
happen.
seconds.
He needs that white to slow down. I think he's okay. That was a tremendous shot there. Tremendous shot.
Yeah, but playing this yellow off the yellow, it's going to be sending the black to the bottom half of the table. It's going to be sort of colliding into that. I'm expecting it to be colliding into that red and yellow in the bottom half of the table. He's going to see to get all three balls out here. Is that yellow okay? It is. But this next pot, it's got a lot of difficulty about it.
Ten seconds.
Played it absolutely dead weight. That white was travelling nowhere after it hit the yellow.
Yep, it was. And that pot there will give him a brilliant opportunity to go
10
two
seconds.
frames to the good, should I say? What angle has he got on this? I mean, I didn't even think it went to the top right. But looking at another camera angle that I'm looking at now, it clearly does. Don't have to do too much with a white ball if he is dead sort of straight.
10 seconds.
Just back 2 or 3 inches and he'll be fine. Something like that. What a great clearance this has been, Kev.
Yep. Yep, he's performing when he needs to perform the most. He can screw this one across. He's fine here. Absolutely no problem. Just a little dink across to the left-hand side of the table. And that will be frame number 2.
Frame.
Of the 4 he needs to win without reply. He's halfway there.
Liam Dunster is just not going away. It's going to be Tom Barley to break next. We know that Tom, he hasn't got a bad break. I think, yeah, if they split well, it's more than likely to get them.
He's just found a whole load of new Corey Rees fans probably on his Facebook page. All wishing him the best.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Frame 3. Tom Barley to break. Trailing 2 frames to 0. Time running.
And it's dry.
Yeah, well, he might have a lot of friends on Facebook, but he hasn't got a lot of friends on that table. The break gods aren't with him tonight. But what Tom Barley, he's had a great tournament. He really has.
10 seconds.
And he
Extension,
can sort of step to another level from here. Just take it on board. And this coming season, he'll be a one to watch.
Yeah, he's announced himself. Yeah, he's certainly showed the sporting public who've watched this event that he's a serious contender now, definitely.
10 seconds.
So Liam sets out on his journey to win frame number 3.
Ten seconds.
It's obviously just going to come down to, it might even be this shot. Pull this into the right centre to try and develop the red, and he's hit the gap, and he's not got a pot on. That's very, very unlucky. Look at that, through the gap, didn't even touch a ball.
Ten seconds.
That was the thinnest of thin safety shots there. So you know what? We know what's going to come from Tom. He's going to be looking at how he can attack. He won't be holding back. A bit of a clumsy attempt there at safety. I think he should have played his own game, Mark.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting into any tactical battles with Liam Dunster. You'd be better off just going for him. Because I think this red, I'm sure he can get through to the potting angle on this
10
red.
seconds.
Does he feel like this is a chance to go for? Is he just going to play a containing shot? It's a containing shot. I think Liam sort of thought, well, has seen that Tom wants to get involved with a tactical exchange. So he says, well, go ahead, Tom.
I don't think Tom will need a second invitation.
10 seconds.
Looks like he's lining up a safety. Well, again, very clumsy.
I'm not sure what he's tried to play there, because even if he played it at that pace to kiss the red, there was no way it was going to hold over the red anyway. Not without potting it anyway. So does Liam think that this is the time to take these on?
10 seconds.
Is he going to wait for another opportunity? He's just tightening it up again. Just trying for him to move this yellow out even more. Yeah, not a bad shot there from Tom, but Liam is a huge favourite for this frame, especially in that bottom left-hand corner.
10 seconds.
So now we're getting to the crucial moments of this frame, potentially of the tournament. Tom's just got a safety. He's got to cover that red over the pocket as best he can. He may clip off the top of the two yellows and then just nudge onto the other yellow to knock it down near the red. No, he's just tried to put a blocker in the way.
Time out.
Showing a different side to his game, Tom.
Yeah, he is. This is
Total snooker.
Not a game that probably suits him, to be honest. I like to see him go for his shots and go for the finishes.
And what he's done by getting that yellow out, he's now opened the opportunity for the skill shot.
Yep, so that must have been at the forefront of his mind. It's probably the
10
only way
seconds.
that he's going to be able to win this frame, because Liam won't be leaving him any chances.
Yeah, it's a good shot from Liam.
Well, he's in some trouble here. This is going to be hard to hide, this one. Or even make any sort of shot to really
seconds.
pressure Liam into going for a finish. Well, he's covered the one over the pocket and he's put the yellow in the middle of them two reds.
It's nip and tuck. Could this be the frame that could give Corey Rees the
10 seconds.
title, the win?
Well, double kiss there. It don't look like he hasn't left Tom anything on here.
Ten seconds.
Yeah, it looks like Tom's here for the night. He wants to be tying these reds up. And two balls apiece in that top half of the table. There's not going to be any advantages up that top of the half of the table.
Yeah, but this is a chance for Liam now. We know what it's like when he smells blood. He goes for the jugular. The two reds plant at this bottom left-hand corner. The other red goes in left centre. They're all there.
10 seconds.
You only see one potential issue, and that is just getting position on the red into the left centre.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with this one. You just don't want to hide
10
that cue
seconds.
ball in any way, shape or form.
Is he potting both and screwing the white back?
Yeah, I think that was the safest option for him. Give him a percentage shot to make sure he was definitely on a ball next. Well, this one, he needs to take this into the bottom left first. Well, he's got, no, probably not really. It's too much angle. Screw
10
this on and
seconds.
off this side cushion. Wow, that's not the best positional shot there from Liam Dunster.
Yeah, lots of adrenaline be pumping through his veins. Man on a mission.
10 seconds.
Probably just spin this round of a couple of cushions. It's a little bit short, but you expect him to get it. You know, this is usually bread and butter for him, these pressure shots. He's the man for the occasion.
He's just got his own routine here
10 seconds.
from 10 seconds. He must have practiced this hour after hour. There you see it. 3-0
Frame.
Liam Dunster. We are one frame away for Liam Dunster, away from having a sudden death black ball shootout between him and Corey Rees to see who is the event one winner. Is this going to end in dramatic circumstances? I mean, I suppose either way it could end dramatically, even if Liam doesn't get a chance of having a sudden death black ball shootout.
And it will be the man from Scotland to break. After all his trials and tribulations with the break over the last couple of days, he's turned it round today for sure. Probably not got the clearances that he probably would have liked apart from that first match. At least he's been a little bit more consistent.
Frame
One
4.
big
Liam
final
Dunster break,
effort
leading 3 frames to 0. Time running.
to take us to a sudden black ball shootout.
Yeah, he's changed his break. He's going head on. Is this going to work for him?
He certainly is, but what's he on?
Wow. Oh, we're going to see a twist here.
He's on nothing. He's spotted 2 reds and 1 yellow, and he's
10 seconds.
stuck behind the red.
Extension, please.
And even the safety's not easy. I don't even think he could clip the red that's nearest the white into this bottom left corner. Can he hit it? He's going to have to hit that with so much pace.
Well, he's used his extension. I'm sure he's made his mind up.
Does it go in the bottom right corner?
What's he seen? This will be some shot.
10
An
seconds.
incredible moment.
It's on its way. Oh, tremendous shot, Liam Dunster. Not only was the pot fantastic, but to avoid the push shot as well.
Wow, the concentration level that Liam is showing us here is incredible. He must be under all sorts of pressure here. But he just seems to keep continuing delivering.
With that great shot, he now gives himself a fantastic opportunity to force that sudden death black ball shootout with Rees to see who will take their place in the grand final. The red that's above the black, pretty certain that goes in the middle. It is just about joining the dots. And there's no better player in the game at joining dots than Liam Dunster. Just one big positional shot to go, and he will have achieved the 4-0 victory that he needs. He's looking at it, but he knows he's on it.
Ten seconds.
No mistakes, and this easy black to take the frame and the match 4-0. And in it goes.
Frame and the match.
Incredible stuff from
frames
the
to
pro number 1. That's why he is the top dog. He does the impossible. He wins the match 4-0. And the incredible performance. Unlucky Tom, just wasn't your night. But let's get the views from the guys in the betting office. And over to you, Gary.
Yeah, thanks, Kev. 4-0. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hand over to Mark because you're going to tell everyone the rules now. It's a tie, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, it's complete tie. So the level on points, the level on frames won, the level on difference, the level on everything. So this has to be decided now by a sud and deaf black ball shootout. So the white will be in the middle of the baulk line and the black will be on the black spot. So it's like a brown spot to the black spot. on snooker, and they've got to be putting it.
Did we have one of these the other night? Same two players.
These same two players have had the only ever sudden death shootout, because we had to have one then
That's right,
to
yeah.
decide who won first or
That'd be
second.
on Sunday,
And
wouldn't
Liam won that one. Remember, they had two blacks each, and then obviously Liam potted the winning one.
Yeah, that was on Sunday, wasn't it?
But I can't wait for this. This is the only way of deciding it, of sudden death black ball shootout.
We're going to have a little break, and we're going to come back in a couple of minutes for the black ball shootout to see who's going to win.
Lag, when you're ready, please, gents.
And welcome back. And I'm not going to say if you've just joined us, because I'm sure you've been watching all this. I mean, this is going to be a sudden death black ball shootout.
Liam Dunster wins the lag. Your choice to shoot first.
Liam Dunster's won the lag, and he's choosing to go first. If anybody watched these two on Sunday, we had exactly the same scenario. We needed to find out who was going to win the group on Sunday, and Liam Dunster was a victor that day. Is he going to be the victor again today? Remember, the winner of this, there was only one winner that goes through to the grand final on the 20th of March. And the winner of tonight is guaranteed £3,000, well, £4,000, because they get at least £1,000 for being in the grand final. But then with a chance to win
Sudden
the
death
big
black ball
prize of
shootout.
£10,000.
Liam Dunster to shoot first. Time running.
So Liam Dunster, he was the only one to pot one of these on Sunday. Is he going to do it again? He
Miss.
hasn't. He's potted the white. And that's what he did first time. Last time. So Corey Rees, he's sort of been sat down watching that last match. How much is that sort of going to play on him? He just needs to loosen up. He hasn't potted one of these on this table yet. Is this going to be the first one he pots? Is he going to be the event one winner?
Corey Rees to shoot.
He's got this one
Time running.
black. One black ball. He's going to take it into the same pocket as Liam has. Is this going to be over at this first shot? Deep breaths from Corey Rees. And what a shot there from Corey Rees. That has been tremendous. That's the first one he's potted this week. And what a way to win an event. He'll be in the grand final on March the 20th. And wow, that is superb. Brilliant stuff. Feel for Liam there. And let's hand over to Kevin, who will be talking to Corey Rees.
Well, welcome down to the arena where we have just witnessed absolutely incredible drama here in Event 1 in the Champions Cup. And it went down to that black ball shootout, and Corey Rees came out on top. And Corey, we'll just have a few words with you after a momentous few days. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
In shock, because obviously we went to that the other day and I butchered both of them. But I went out for a little knock yesterday and I tried five and I got 5 in a row, so it was obviously nerves the other day. I was nervous then, but I twitched one in.
Well, it was an incredible end to what has been a fantastic tournament. And just a word about your opponent, Liam. You know, winning that match 4-0 to force the shootout just shows the class of the player.
Yeah, he's just unbelievable, isn't he? Like I beat Dan 4-1. And I know, even though I'm happy I've won 4-1 to give myself a chance, but I'm downstairs and you just know that he's going to win 4-0. He's just one of those, he's just absolute nailed up. People are saying, oh, your favourite now to get, no, you're not. Absolute nailed on that was going to happen. But it just shows how good he is, obviously. Just happy, over the moon to get through.
Okay. And overall, your thoughts on the event so far, your experiences of these, you know, the 3 nights that you've been here?
Obviously great. Tables played great. Obviously happy the way I played in all. Obviously you can always play better, but in the large part happy how I played, and obviously it's always great playing in these events on the telly. You know what I mean? It's what you want to do. So hopefully keep more and more events happening like this.
And March the 20th in the grand final. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, can't wait now, obviously. over the moon now. I can actually smile about it. But in the room, sort of twitching away for the last 2 days waiting to play. But happy now I can drive home and smile on my face.
Okay, well played, Corey, and we'll see you in March in the grand final. Well played, Corey Rees. And so let's have a final few words from the guys in the betting office. Over to you, Gary.
Yeah, that was, well, Corey Rees showed us some emotion as well there, didn't he? And he's entitled to, hasn't he, really, you know?
Yeah, it is. It means a lot to these players to get through to that Event 1 final. That's probably his biggest win of his career now. And to have a chance now of winning the Champions Cup in the grand final on March the 20th will be his biggest moment.
So is Liam out of the competition now, or will he be invited back?
No, no, not at all. Liam, he can now enter in Event 3 because he's going to be finishing the highest player in Event 1. Right. So there's going to be an invitational for 24 of the highest ranked players from this tournament into Event 3. So we could even see him battling it against Corey Rees again. Maybe we're going to see another sudden death shootout to win it.
Invited back as well, Mark?
Yeah, Dan Davy's got more of a chance to enter as well. So all the players that have played here tonight, they're at the top of that table and they're probably more than likely going to be back for Event 3.
And it really and truthfully, Corey, he's champion, and he really, what we've seen, he deserved it, didn't he? He's played so well, hasn't he, in this competition? You know,
yeah.
He's done nothing wrong, has he, Corey? Since, you know, and he's champion. And
he's played well today. You know, he's kept his nerves and he's took out each finish. Things haven't been too easy for Corey, but credit to Liam as well to produce on that last match, to get a 4-0 win, just to take it to any chance. Yeah. Then it was just
Well, Liam won 4-0 to force the Blackpool shootout, but I know I've enjoyed it. My first taste of pool, as they say, and I can't wait when we come back. When is it? Sunday week, is it, Mark?
Yeah, Sunday week, 30th of January, and we're on 4 days that week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're nearly full time.
But you and Kevin, you've got a busy weekend ahead. You're off to the Isle of Man, and Dave, our producer, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're at the Isle of Man. We're going to be on BBC iPlayer, so make sure you're watching us on there. Anything to do with the IPA, even follow our website, and we'll have all the links on there.
I'll be watching you, mate, and I'll be watching all the players as well. Well, for me, Gary Wiltshire and Kevin and everyone who's involved with Sporty Stuff TV, Champions Cup has been absolutely fantastic. All the production team, our referee Brian Moss, and our other referee Early, who we had
Ben Taylor
Ferranti, that was his name. All our commentators, and don't forget Jim White as well in Toronto, who's had a night off tonight, but he'll be back Sunday week. Till we see you again, bye bye, good night, and God bless you all.